Hi, this is Ishita Datta, a legal intern at Lexis and Company, and today I will be answering the question if the wife can claim property after a divorce. So, when the Marriage Laws Amendment Bill was moved or proposed by the United Progressive Alliance (UPA) government, led by the Congress in 2010 in the Rajya Sabha, couples were hopeful that their exit from their troubled marriage would be easier in comparison with the legal wrangling previously. So, if the bill had passed, separated couples would have been able to seek divorce under the plea that the marriage cannot be revived or the rift is irreconcilable. This bill also alluded to getting rid of the 6-month mandatory cooling period followed by a year of separation prior to the couple filing for mutual consent divorce. So there were those with the dogged determination on opposing the move, citing far-reaching negative consequences. A parliamentary standing committee was suggested that the addition of a new clause in the draft that as far property rights, women can stake a claim to the property of their former husbands. So the committee was of the opinion that women with the property rights staking a claim on their former husband's property would result in monetary implication which may deter former husbands who might be misusing the provisions of the clause that the marriage is beyond redemption. The committee also let the courts decide what ought to be the ex-wife's share in the ex-husband's property. According to the Hindu law that is currently in effect, as any property lawyer would advise, a woman can rightfully stake a claim on her ex-husband's property only after the ex-husband passes away. So, as marital bonds are deemed sacred and eternal, there aren't any strong arguments in the current property law. So, should a couple decide to split, they qualify for maintenance only. So, any possible inheritance of the ancestral property of an ex-wife's husband in future as well as self-acquired property would be excluded from the settlement. Only in the case of a jointly owned property that any ex-wife can stake a claim while getting divorced. So, which could also be quite mind-boggling. The owner of the property actually is the person in whose name the property has been registered. In other words, in the eyes of law, he is the actual sole owner if the husband's name is on the property registration documents, then he is the one and only owner. Any possible claims of the ex-wife of having contributed to purchasing the property would have to be proven in a court of law. So, if the property was purchased using the ex-wife's savings, the details of an account as proof, it would suffice. Alternatively, if she pays the monthly EMIs, then it would be visible on her bank statement. If that is indeed the case, then the contribution made by each party would be decided by the court and then the property would be divided accordingly. In case of the property registered in the ex-wife's name only, she would be the sole claimant of the entire property during settlement. If the ex-husband's contribution can be proven, the court in all likelihood order partitioning of the property according to the facts presented before the court. So if in case both the ex-spouses are joint owners of the property, it would be prudent to finalize their shares according to their contribution in the purchasing of the property and partitioning it accordingly. So the other option is selling the property and sharing the sale proceeds. So if a loan as co-applicants was taken to purchase the property, so the estranged couple would also need to split their liabilities, including the loan repayment as well. The couple may decide to offload the property, or a co-applicant might want to transfer the loan in their own name and be liable to pay off the loan after buying out the share of the other party. One ought to be aware of the fact that the bank would assess or analyze the whole situation prior to permitting the loan transfer to a single person, as the very basis of granting the loan was that the couple was found to be eligible on the basis of combined repayment. Thank you so much.